It is the World Series of Poker main event, day 5. I'm Sasha Salinger here with Adam Levy, known online as Roothlus. And you posted on social media that this was going to be the first bracelet event you played, which it is. And you also said you were going to make day 5 and see where it goes from there. How did you know?
You just kind of put it out there. I don't know, some that hippie stuff, intention, whatever. I kind of just momentum-wise, I was grinding in Vancouver instead of playing poker here because I just had not played poker in a long time, so I wanted to relearn it a bit. And I was doing well there, and then I just felt like just putting it out there, just saying I'm making day 5. Made like a schedule of what my chip stacks were gonna be every day. Yeah, I'd say I'm like whatever, but I'm still here. It's pretty sweet. I've actually I asked someone for a swap. I actually have like the text. I was looking at it from like June 29th, and he said no. Like like the standard reason is something like I can't. Like I have too much.
Or sold
out,
too
or
much.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like that's fine. But then I told him your funeral. I'm friends with him. I told him your funeral. I'm making day 5, and here we are.
Is he crying a little?
Probably.
So you've been doing a lot of Twitch stuff. Were you doing that in Vancouver, or were you playing live in Vancouver?
I was playing online, but I ended up not twitching because it just. I twitched during Scoop, and it was cool. But I've been working on a lot of things with mental issues in my own game. So it's kind of hard for me to work on my game if I'm twitching. I think you should twitch if you just kind of want to have fun and develop a personality or whatever, which is cool and maybe but I just didn't feel it. I almost did. Actually, it was one day and then Party Poker wouldn't open on my gaming laptop that I bought, and
It was a sign.
I went to my Mac that I've been grinding on for years and ended up winning 2 tournaments that day, and I was like, I guess I'll just stick to, just grinding because I did something right.
Yeah, so you actually posted a blog post on Medium about sort of taking a step back from poker and sort of working on some of the weaknesses in your game. Tell me a little bit about what those weaknesses were and how you worked on them.
Well, compulsiveness. I've always been very compulsive, to the point where when I played poker, I was immersed in it like it was the only thing that exists, and I think a lot of poker players fall into that problem. And then you take a step outside of poker and you realize no one cares. It's cool that you play poker, and it is pretty sweet. I'm having a blast right now, but it's still just it's a small community for the most part. And when you try to tackle business, it's a whole nother world, and you learn a lot of life lessons, I guess.
Yeah, but it is, the problem with poker is you do sort of have to eat, sleep, breathe it, and work on your game and run sims and do the math to be a good poker player.
Yeah, it looks like you've been running some sims. Yeah, you do, but also you need balance. I've realized that, so when I was in Vancouver, I only played 12 sessions. I was there for 23 days because I just was I can't play good on the 3rd day that I play when it's online or something. There are things that I do where I'll just be like, what happened there, Adam? I don't know. And so it's very important for me to avoid that.
So do you think it's easier to keep yourself in check online versus live, or the other way around?
I think live, I don't, yesterday was a real tough day. I had $1 million, and then I was down to 200, and then I had $1 million at 8K big blind. I was down to 200 at 10K big blind or something. So it was but you just kind of have to know. I feel like sometimes online it's easier because that tournaments are you can't just win every hand, so you're gonna lose some eventually. You kind of have to prepare for it a little bit.
When you're playing so many tournaments at once, so busting out of one tournament doesn't feel as bad when you have 2 or 3 others.
Yeah, but when all of a sudden you bust out of everything and you have the $10, 2K guaranteed, it can be a little hard to stay focused.
Last
but
chance.
I try to. Those are the ones that I try to be all right, it's the day saver.
The day saver.
Yeah.
All right, so on a happier note, at the end of the day, yesterday, you took a little group photo of your table. Tell me about that and sort of the happiness of people who get deep in the main.
Well, I came to the table with an hour left in the day, And directly to my left is Antonio and Davide Katai. Like, okay, I'll probably not be playing too many hands. But they were at a feature table earlier, and there was a guy to my right who I guess Antonio became like BFF with that day.
With the ponytail and the tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Duh,
they
of
were
course
just
you did.
having a blast. And then the dude in seat 5. I think like when you have a big name pro and then you get to the feature table, it loosens everyone up. And as long as it's not like Helmuth where you're just like yelling at everyone or whatever. But you get it. Even then, it loosens them up. You know, it's fun. So at the end of the day, I think seat 5 was like, can we just take a picture? You know, with everyone? Sure. And it really is an event, this, you know, and it's, yeah, it is a poker tournament and you do need to be focused, but also you kind of want to just like live the experience a little bit.
Well, enjoy the ride. I hope it doesn't end anytime soon for you, but this is really exciting.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great.
Cool.
Well, stay tuned, PokerNews.com.